Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Nashville Super Speedway for the 5th race in the 2021 FBRL Napa Truck Series. We're gearing up for 69 laps of action here tonight as Ryan Butcher and Luke Martin are on the front row. Brandon Costa, Blake Warren, row 2. Tyler Black, Cody Goforth, row 3. Malik Nevins, AJ Jones, Gatlin Downey, and Alexa Lucia on the top 10. Coming into this race, 4 different winners, 2 Ram winners so far this year. Luke Martin got the win 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen, getting his first Napa Truck Series win on the year. That jumped him up to 10th in the points. Kyle Springer finished second. He was charging hard there at the end. Springer will have to come from just outside the top 15 here tonight. There you see him next to teammate Griffin Label McDermott. Bobo Jones making his first start in the part-time number 76 Toyota out of North Border Motorsports. That truck will run anytime Bobo wants to jump in for a race. It's our first doubleheader with the Hardee's National Series. No Sony Cup Series drivers here tonight, folks. KT Larson going to make her second start of the year. As you see, several more drivers struggling in qualifying, including Arya Carmona, Ryan Dagby. I'm a little bit tongue-tied, it seems, tonight, so hopefully nothing too crazy going on here today. Bradley Bishop Jr. making his first start for Team Velocity. He managed to get this 22 Tim Hortons Ram into the field. So you see Zachary DeLello, TJ Smith, and several others. The teams made some adjustments and improvements to their trucks over the off week. This is the first speedway race since Phoenix. So we'll have to see how Ryan Butcher and the rest of the field measure up here tonight. As we get into provisional land, Chase Dunbar, Sumet Austin, Joshua Michaels, and Huck Davis rounds out the grid. Huck Davis made it into the race on a tiebreaker over Morris Motorsports number 89 of Will Goss. Let's do trackside for the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
Drivers make their way onto the track. Again, 69 laps of action here tonight at Nashville Super Speedway. It is expected to be a one-stop race with the pit window around lap 33 to 35 if things stay green. It's a cloudy night, 65 degrees with a 4-mile-per-hour wind headed in the south direction. The fall off tire-wise is expected to be about 2 to 2.5 seconds, depending how long these drivers elect to stay out. We won't see the cliff until about 20 laps into a run. So if these drivers are able to keep it green and give the fans some good action tonight, we could see some great strategies pan out here at Nashville. It's our first speedway race again since Phoenix. We head to Kentucky next week for another intermediate race. Ryan Butcher will lead him to the green flag. He won the first intermediate race this season. Green flag is out, and we are underway. And you see Butcher get the jump on Luke Martin. Brandon Costa trying to follow through for second place. So far an orderly 2 wide. These trucks will get upwards of 160, 165 miles per hour. And then all the way down to about a $130 in the corner. Ryan Butcher will lead the first lap as the battle is on for P2. Brandon Costa making his first start for Shade Benyaka Racing in the Napa Truck Series this year. He's running full-time for CM Racing in the Hardee's National Series. We've got a couple other H&S drivers in the field. 2 drivers that did not make the show that run in the Hardee's National Series were Will Goss and Brandon Beal. You see Luke Martin and Costa continuing the fight side by side for second. Tyler Black right on Costa's bumper in fourth as Malik Nevins races side by side with Blake Warren for 5th place. And Warren gets such a good run off of turn 2. He clears Nevins. Now he's challenging Tyler Black for 4th place. As it looks like Luke Martin will hold off the 05 for now for 2nd place spot. Almost a 3 wide there as Tyler Black makes the peak to the inside. Kyle Springer struggled in qualifying. He has been the best Napa Truck Series regular so far this year with 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s in 4 races and an average finishing position of 6th overall. As they're running 3 wide in front of him, he's going to make it 3 wide on Christopher Jones and Jordan Presto. As Presto's teammate Francois Chastain in the 18 machine got a good Q lap in, qualified 11th. Now he's trying to hold his own against Cody Goforth and Bobo Jones. It was unknown whether Bobo was going to make any Napa Truck Series attempts this year, but they were able to get a truck prepared for this race, and he's scheduled to run every other H&S NTS doubleheader weekend. So it'll be interesting to see how Bobo does in this truck. They're not getting any fancy sponsorships out of this, so Toyota and TRD and Toyota Care supporting this number 76 entry for the time being. But how about the 5 of Ryan Dagby? Started 26th for this race, and he has already made his way inside the top 20, currently running 17th behind his teammate Kyle Springer. And how about Bradley Bishop Jr. for Team Velocity? Has that 22 machine up inside the top 20 as well. He's currently running in 18th place. Battle is on for the race lead here on lap 7. Luke Martin, who just won 2 weeks ago at Watkins Glen, he wants to go back-to-back here in 2021 as he's racing hard on the inside of Ryan Butcher for this race lead. As Costa, Warren, and Tyler Black all racing hard right behind them. There you see, going into the corner, inside line gets a bit of a peak, but then the top side really comes into play on the exit. It's that huge run off of turn 2. Seeing a lot of drivers being able to get something out of the turn 2 exit there with the way the turns are shaped. And what a dogfight between Martin and Butcher, continuing to battle it out for the race lead. Only on lap 9 of the race. And Luke Martin will take the spot away from Ryan Butcher. And now Brandon Costa will once again challenge for 2nd place, this time against Ryan Butcher. How about AJ Jones running in 6th place, Nevin 7th, Downey 8th, Kukulon 9th, and Bobo Jones has made it inside the top 10 after passing Alexa Lucian for the position. I want to talk about JD Martin real quick. He has been consistently running outside the top 10. He comes into this race 11th in the points without a single top 10 on the season. Average finishing position of 13.5. Could tonight be the night JD Martin gets that first top 10, as behind him Kyle Springer, Ryan Dagby, and potentially Bradley Bishop Jr. will pass Francois Chastain. And then what a drive for Dagby, starting outside the top 25, up inside the top 15, just 10 laps in. Go through the rest of the field, see how everybody's doing tonight. Griffin Label McDermott kind of just chilling in 20th in front of Aria Carmona. How about Bob Burns for Sanders Performance Autosport? He's having a good run tonight. He is up in 23rd place. And Spa is a part of a alliance with Young Motorsports. So Young Motorsports gives data and equipment to Spa, and then Spa turns around and gives some more of their data to Burns Motorsports. So far, Burns not making a lot of races this year. We've got Ricky Freeman Jr. and TJ Smith just inside the top 25. Dewey Schramm III, Rubino Gonzalez making his, I want to say, 2nd start on the season. If I could find them in the points. Yes, 2nd start on the season for Tommy Roberts Racing. 10 driven by Patrick Smith here tonight. He's racing with Chase Dunbar. Man, Jordan Presto has really fallen off from his qualifying run. He's back here just fighting to stay inside the top 30. Huck Davis has made it up a few spots from 40th place, as you see the rest of the drivers currently struggling back here, including KT Larson in the 4 for Anjato. She just can't seem to get anything going here tonight in this number 4 machine. We've got another battle for the race lead. This time it's Brandon Costa looking for the lead on Luke Martin. And man, with Shea Benyaka Racing, love to see this 05 machine in victory lane again this year. They saw it in victory lane once last year with Sebastian Kukulon. Cody got the win, Cody Lamas, back at Willow Springs. And now Costa is looking for what could be his first Napa Truck Series victory. How about Blake Warren just steady inside the top 5 all night tonight? Him and Tyler Black both. Butcher has fallen down to 3rd. Warren's going to maybe try and take that spot here. Has put the 05 of Brandon Costa to the race lead, coming to lap 16. As Luke Martin will fall down back to 2nd. His teammate Blake Warren will take 3rd away from Brian Butcher and now challenge Luke for 2nd place. How about Gatlin Downey for Anjato? He's made it up to 6th. As Bobo Jones is looking to take 9th place away from Sebastian Kukulon. As Kyle Springer has made it up to 12th place. Ryan Dagby up to 14th. And we're hearing there is motor problems for the number 65 of Dewey Schramm III. He has not been able to get the power down at all. You can just see it right there. Just look at how much faster Dunbar closes up. Something is amiss with this Slim Jim 65 machine, and we're hearing he could potentially be down a cylinder. And that's a tough break for a driver who was already having a tough night running just inside the top 25. He will likely lose even more positions now, as he's currently holding up Roberto Crown Jr. on the outside lane. They had a great strategy game plan back at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago. They undercut at the end. That got them some extra positions, but here in Nashville, it does not look like it's going to be the night for this number 65 team, as teammate Malik Nevins runs inside the top 10. And it is a dogfight up here. Luke Martin waiting for the exact last second to make a move on Brandon Costa. Going into turn 1, and these two are fighting for the race lead once again. What a show they are putting on for the fans here tonight. Side by side yet again, as Tyler Black has made it up to 3rd, Blake Warren up to 4th, as pole sitter Ryan Butcher has fallen down to 5th. Didn't mention it, but this was Butcher's first pole of the season tonight, as we have yet to have anybody win 2 poles on the year. Our pole sitters thus far: James Silverfox, Luke Martin, Sebastian Kukulon, Jordan Fisher, and now Ryan Butcher tonight. Costa will hold on for the race lead. As the fall off has reached that cliff, they are about a second off a fast lap time now. Top right of your screen, 32.534 for Costa to a 33.721 that past lap. As Larry Hagan finds himself inside the top 10, so all of the Breeding Enterprises trucks have cracked the top 10. Sebastian Kukulon has fallen down to 12th. Kyle Springer up to 11th place. As it looks like Ryan Dagby has stalled out. He's been passed by Bradley Bishop Jr. for 15th place. Man, how about BBJ showing what this number 22 Team Velocity Ram is capable of? Kyle Collins got a top 10 in this truck back at Daytona. Pericles blew up in the truck at Phoenix. Collins wasn't able to do much with it at Willow Springs, and Mitchell Carter just kind of rode all day at Watkins Glen. So BBJ showing speed for this 22 team once again. as the 32 of Joshua Michaels is currently running in 32nd place. As you see on the ticker there, Dewey Schramm III has fallen 2 seconds behind 39th place Roberto Crown Jr. Problems for Zachary Bilson and Crossroads Racing coming out of turn 4, coming to lap 23. Missed this about a lap and a half ago. Ooh, almost contact made between Boston Jones and Huck Davis. But you see there, several drivers getting held up as the 3 tried to get to the apron. No smoke coming out of this 3 machine, but something appears to be broken. Potentially something with the transmission. The truck has power, but a tough break for Bilson and the number 3 machine. This team fighting to stay inside the top 30 in owner points, as after tonight's race, we will start using this year's owner points to determine who makes the race, who goes in the go or go home queue, and who gets in on provisionals. So a tough break for Bilson and the 3 team. Battle is on for second place. Tyler Black looking for the spot on Luke Martin. Tyler Black got a win at Canadian Tire and Michigan last year, so he does know how to win on these ovals. Looking for what would be his first win with Single Z Racing and his first win of 2021. First win for Ford as well. They are the only manufacturer yet to win a race in the Napa Truck Series this year. As Bobo Jones has made his way up to 6th place, getting by Gatlin Downey. AJ Jones follows him through for 6th, or 7th rather. As Larry Hagan is making a move on Malik Nevins for 9th. Springer's still kind of just chilling in 11th place there. Tyler Black continuing the fight. Nobody on the outside line with Luke Martin. This is allowing Costa the inch away. As it looks like Zachary Bilson will return to the racetrack. And currently it appears Dewey Schramm III is about a lap off the pace compared to the race leaders. So a tough break for Dewey, tough break for Bilson, but so far nobody has retired from this race, as Tyler Black will take 2nd and Blake Warren is going to take 3rd. Bobo Jones looking to take 4th, as he already got by Ryan Butcher for 5th. And what a charge for Bobo Jones in this number 76 machine. Don't look now, but it's about to be a battle between Hardee's National Series regulars, Bobo Jones and Brandon Costa. That just might happen, but Luke Martin fighting back on the outside of Ryan Butcher, trying to hold on to 5th place. Still no changes in the top 10, as Kukulon's gonna take back 11th place from Kyle Springer. Lucian riding in 12th, JD Martin 13th, BBJ 14th, Dagby in 15th. Just kind of run through the field here really quickly. You can see they're really spread out in the back because of Zachary Bilson. And now Tyler Black is looking for the race lead on Brandon Costa here at lap 29, coming to 30. The pit window is just about 3 laps away. Tyler Black trying to get something to work. It looks like the top side has kind of lost its grip as the tires have aged. Into turn 3 they go. Butcher's going to make a move on Blake Warren for 3rd. Man, the racing we've had here in this first run has been incredible. Just when you think someone's taking the lead and they're going to hold it, somebody else comes up to challenge. And put Kyle Springer inside the top 10, past Malik Nevins, as Larry Hagan's looking to take 8th place away from AJ Jones. Luke Martin back up to P4, passing Blake Warren for that position. As Black gets tight, and Crasta will hold on to the race lead. Butcher making a peek, Luke Martin making a peek out of the corner. There's Luke Martin looking for third on Ryan Butcher. Looking at it from the spectator's point of view, man, just look at all these trucks bunched up here. Total of 13 trucks, I think, with a realistic shot at pulling off some kind of strategy to win this thing. Crasta getting a bit of an edge here now as Luke Martin is challenging Tyler Black to take back second place. They have not caught Zachary Bilson. I believe that's because of the tires. Bilson did take tires when they fixed their problem, so that's helping him pull back through the corners, but he is about as down on power as Dewey Schramm III. We're in the window here on lap 33. Is anybody going to come to pit road? It looks like the answer is yes. Bobo Jones and Kyle Springer will be the first ones to pit road. Any other takers? No takers until Francois Chastain, Bob Burns, Rubino Gonzalez, TJ Smith. I believe that is Ricky Freeman Jr., Patrick Smith, Brett Houck, Huck Davis, Ian Brandt, Samet Austin, Joshua Michaels, and Boston Jones. The 65 and 3 will stay out. Brandon Crasta will lead everybody back down, or into the pit lane for the first time tonight. Likely the only time tonight as well, as several of the back markers are going to pull out of their pit stalls while these guys come on the pit road. When Crasta checked up there for the 34 and the 10, that might cost him some time. So it is a very hectic pit road. You've got drivers leaving pit road and drivers on pit road. So you see Kukulon taking a lot of time to get to his pit stall. Along with several others. As we circle back around, it's Bobo Jones and Kyle Springer. And they are going to take the lead with ease. Crasta will come out right in third. Luke Martin, Tyler Black side by side. There's Warren Butcher, Ryan Dagby with a good stop. BBJ and Austin Murray has back end damage. And the front end of Larry Hagan's machine is all crumpled up. And it appears these two drivers have run into one another. Ooh, getting a little dicey here coming off the pit lane. Now, we're not sure if everyone's going to make it from here, especially Bobo Jones and Springer. They pit on lap 33 coming to 34. That's not past the halfway mark, but Larry Hagan's good run has been killed, as it appears he ran into the back of Austin Murray on pit road. Well, it looks like the pit road demon jumped out of Luke Martin's truck and jumped right into Larry Hagan's truck. I'm not sure what Austin Murray was doing. It looked like he was stopping to say something to Malik Nevins, and Hagan had no idea, and he just ran right into him. Oh my goodness gracious. Like I said, the demon jumped out of the 15 truck and jumped into the 88 truck. Well, man, the strategy really shook up the running order. No, that is not the standings on the screen. That's the fastest lap. Butcher fastest on the track with a 32.298 so far tonight. Bobo Jones leads the field. Springer closing in second place. Brandon Crasta in third. Luke Martin fourth. Tyler Black fifth. Blake Warren sixth. Dagby seventh. Butcher eighth. Put Bradley Bishop Jr. inside the top 10. And look at this. Bob Burns and Sanders Performance Auto Racing inside the top 10 by undercutting a majority of the field. Saw a lot of people having to slow down. Pit road got so clogged because there were so many of the back markers that pit the first time around coming out of their stalls, and then everybody else was coming in. A lot of people lost a lot of time. Francois Chastain 11th, TJ Smith 12th, Downey 13th with Carmona in 14th. Ricky Freeman Jr. up to 15th. Luchon down to 16th, Alelo 17th. Rip and Lapel McDermott 18th, Rubino up to 19th. Patrick Smith up to 20th. Christopher Jones 21st, Malik Nevins falls to 22nd, Goforth to 23rd. AJ Jones fell all the way to 25th. Kukulon all the way down to 27th. JD Martin fell down to 29th. Looks like maybe further now that Roberto Crown Jr. and Benny Watson are passing him. KT Larson, nothing gained. Ian Brandt, nothing gained. Presto. Man, what a fall from his qualifying run. You hate to see it. You know these Flipside Motorsports trucks are fast, but it looks like Presto just missing it on the setup tonight. Sumit Austin, Joshua Michaels, and Boston Jones round out the drivers on the lead lap, as Larry Hagan has retired from the race. Right now, the three of Zachary Bilson is about 2 seconds off pace with the leaders, who are closing and fast. We hit 30 to go last time by. It'll be 29 laps to go this time by. And right now, the draft is really helping Kyle Springer, just like it did at Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago. He wasn't able to make the pass on Luke Martin. Can he do it to a Hardee's National Series regular, as Bilson's going to really hold up Bobo? That's going to let Springer catch right on up to the back bumper. And Bobo doesn't make a move into turn 3 either. Almost wrecks the 3 of Zachary Bilson. Now to the inside he goes. That's going to let Brandon Krasta close in a ton. As you see Luke Martin and Tyler Black slowly drafting their way up towards the number 05 machine. Dagby has jumped up to 6th. And look at TJ Smith up to 11th. And Arvia Carmona up to 12th. Problems for Sumit Austin here, and he had a flat tire a couple of laps to go. They are on pit road trying to see if any suspension was damaged, and likely going to put 4 new tires on it for the rest of the race. But a tough break for Austin, who was already having a pretty poor run compared to teammate Bob Burns. Battle is on for 10th place between Bob Burns, TJ Smith, and Arya Carmona. And man, who would have thought this would be a battle for 10th place this early into the season? 3 completely different teams. Wow, what an unbelievable sight to see here at Nashville Superspeedway. TJ Smith going for it, can't get anything going. Arya Carmona going to move to his outside for 11th. As they can't get by Bob Burns. Gatlin Downey closing up in 13th. I don't think that back end damage is hurting the 70 machine at all, as Austin will come back out onto the racetrack. TJ trying to find some grip there on the exit of turn 2. But Carmona is just pushing the 81 down the straightaway at this point. Up at the front of the field, Kyle Springer has closed in. Dagby just lost 2 spots because of Bilson. Oh, and just as I say Springer was closing in, Bobo extends it back out 0.2 of a second. Several of the drivers who were top 10 before pit stops making their way back towards the front, as you see Malik Nevins, AJ Jones, and Kukulon 21st to 23rd, just kind of charging their way through the field of the back marker teams who got up towards the front because of strategy. As you see AJ to the inside of teammate Christopher Jones, no relation, as Nevins and AJ Jones will both gain a position here on lap 47. Well, don't look now, Brandon Krasta, but Luke Martin and Tyler Black have caught up to you. But up ahead of Bobo Jones and Kyle Springer is Boston Jones. We saw how much trouble they had with Zachary Bilson. Will the 62 of Boston Jones pose a similar issue? He is 0.7 off the pace compared to the race leader. Ooh, Bobo's going to get a good run on him here. Coming out of turn 2, he'll look to the inside. Going into turn 3. But Boston's able to get better grip on the top. That's going to hurt Bobo's lead. Springer's going to close right up to his back bumper. Bobo will clear the 62 into turn 1. Now what can Kyle Springer do to get by Boston Jones? It looks like Boston got a bit of a run off the turn 2. Springer into turn 3 is watching the 76 sail away. He just can't seem to get the grip to pass Boston Jones. And Boston holds him off. Second race in a row. A Caesar Autosport truck hurting Kyle Springer's chance at a race win. It was on the last lap at Watkins Glen. And now it's with 19 to go at Nashville. He just can't find the way around the 62. And that's letting these three close up. Tyler Black has made it past Luke Martin for 4th place. Gatlin Downey has made it inside the top 10. Ahead of Bob Burns, who has now fallen down to 13th. TJ to 12th. Arya Carmona in 11th. And Springer has finally made it by the 62 of Boston Jones. Luke Martin has not given up hope just yet. Martin looking to take back 4th place from Tyler Black. He will do just that going into turn 1. So Black did not have 4th place for long. See Ryan Butcher in 6th. The gap from 5th to 6th is 4.5 seconds. As Dagby riding in 7th, Blake Warren riding in 8th. Bradley Bishop Jr. has just been chilling in 9th ever since the pit stop cycle ended. As Downey is now under fire from Arya Carmona. Carmona looking to be the lone Flipside Motorsports truck inside the top 10. Carmona comes into this race 24th in the points, looking for that first top 10 on the year. She got a top 10 last year, driving for what was Ditech Racing at the time. That top 10 came at Indianapolis Raceway Park. So Carmona looking for what would be her 2nd career top 10 finish, and first with Flipside, but Downey is going to be able to hold her off for now. TJ Smith 12th, GLM up to 13th. He's the only S3 Motorsports truck not inside the top 10. Griffin got his first career top 10 back at Phoenix. He's looking for his 2nd here tonight. Bob Burns has fallen to 14th place. What a run, though, for Spa here compared to what Samet Oskin has had go on tonight. Zachary DeLello 15th, Lucian 16th. AJ Jones has made it up to 17th. Nevin's up to 18th. As you see, Kukulon just getting by Rubino Gonzalez for 20th. As they're dealing with Samet Oskin, who I believe is on fresher tires compared to these guys. Ricky Freeman Jr., 22nd. Francois Chastain has faded back to 23rd. Goforth has not made any progress. He's still in 24th. Brett Houck, 25th. Huck Davis racing with Patrick Smith for 26th. Dunbar and J.D. Martin for 28th. Presto in 30th. Benny Watson, Roberto Crown Jr., KT Larson in 33rd. Not the run Anjado wanted to see out of this Ford truck tonight. Ian Brandt, 34th. Dewey Schramm a lap down in 36th, as Joshua Michaels is the last truck on the lead lap. As Brandon Krasta has made it by Kyle Springer for 2nd place. Completely missed the fight going through the field there. But that 1 lap fresher tires, that 1 lap advantage, starting the show here at the end of this run. And now Krasta will set his sights on Bobo Jones, as I believe Zachary Bilson has just made his final stop of the night. He was off sequence due to the mechanical issue earlier. It looks like he will come out around the 8 of Blake Warren. Yes, indeed, he's going to come out right in front of the 8 of Warren, right behind the 5 of Dagby. As everyone is chasing Bobo Jones. Ever since the pit stop cycle, everybody's been chasing Bobo Jones. And Springer's not giving up. He's going back for second place here on Brandon Crasta. Springer at a disadvantage, though. We saw how much trouble he had with Boston Jones. You think he's going to be able to do any better with Crasta? Not so much. Luke Martin around the outside. I think he was getting challenged by Tyler Black. And then Black got held up behind Springer. And Luke Martin will fly up to third place, passing to both of them. Oh, and he's got a big run there on Brandon Crasta. It was 10 laps to go at the start-finish line. And now Luke Martin is looking for second place. Bobo Jones got to love what he's seeing in his mirror as they approach Joshua Michaels. Luke Martin with the nose at the start-finish line. Tyler Black peeking his nose on Kyle Springer for fourth place. As it's pretty much a 5-man race at this point. Carmona has made it by Downey for 10th. And Luke Martin will complete the pass on Brandon Crasta for second place. Don't look now, Aria Carmona, but Griffin Label McDermott is flying, and he wants another top 10. Oh, but he really checked up there in 1 and 2. Almost it looked like he had a problem. I don't know if he just got really tight there or what happened, but he had such a run and he lost so much time. Really going to let Lucian close up as Downey loses positions. How about Sebastian Kukulon and AJ Jones racing their way back up into the top 15? Kukulon 15th. Or actually, no, Kukulon up to 13th. AJ Jones looking for 14th. Malik Nevins has made it up to 16th. As TJ Smith, Bob Burns, they're starting to fade. As Bobo Jones will get by the lap truck of Joshua Michaels. That time by at the start-finish line, 6 laps to go. And Bobo with a bumper full of Luke Martin. What a race it has been. Not a single caution so far tonight. If we get one now, it might just end the race under yellow. Springer still chilling in 4th, trying to hold off Tyler Black. That's 3 more points on the season if he can do it. And Luke Martin will make a move for the race lead here at 5 to go. Can he get the move done on Bobo Jones? Yes, he does. And Luke Martin to the race lead. Man, it must have been that Jack and Coke scheme or something, because he has been straight flying for now the 2nd race in a row in this Milwaukee Tools machine. But Bobo's going to fight back on the outside line. It's not over yet. 4 laps to go from Nashville Superspeedway. Luke Martin with the edge into turn 1. Can he finally get him cleared out of turn 2? And into turn 3, Luke Martin will clear Bobo Jones for the race lead. 3 laps to go at the start-finish line. Here comes Brandon Crasta, looking for one last shot at it. Really seemed like the strongest truck in the first run. Can he clear Bobo Jones? Not quite. That's going to let Luke pull away a little bit. Tyler Black and Springer are going wide as if somebody's pitting, and Roberto Crown Jr. has come down the pit road. Springer and Black gave up a ton of time there, going high. Krasta up to P2. So it looks like some drivers might not be able to make it on gas. Griffin Leeple McDermott has jumped into the top 10 here, passing Arya Carmona. But the focus is here at the front. Does Krasta have anything to say to Luke Martin in this last lap and a half? As Bobo Jones can't make it, he's coming in the pit. But Kyle Springer stayed out. Springer was in Bobo's draft the entire run, and I think that's the difference between him making it and Bobo not being able to make it, as we saw some other drivers. I think I saw Patrick Smith and Ian Brandt on pit road. Down the back straightaway one last time. It doesn't look like Krasta's going to be able to get there to do anything. And Luke Martin, after 3 races of poor luck, is gonna go back to back and get his second career Napa Truck Series win. And that is gonna catapult him even further up in the points. He went from 22nd to 10th after his win at Watkins Glen. He's likely gonna go even higher now. And because of Bobo Jones pitting, that gave Kyle Springer back the 3 points he had lost to Tyler Black. Krasta will come home in second place. This 05 truck is strong every week. Butcher 5th. Dagby 6th. Blake Warren 7th. Bradley Bishop Jr. for Team Velocity in 8th. Griffin Leeple McDermott in 9th. And AJ Jones, after those pit road woes, was able to get it all the way back up to 10th place. What a race here at Nashville Super Speedway. And Luke Martin definitely gonna burn it down here again. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight. Next week, we head to Kentucky Speedway. Had a very good strategy-filled race there last year. Had several drivers that had to pit late. Gave a win to a Texan Motorsports truck driven by Nick Breeding. Wondering if we'll see some kind of similar strategy this year as well. Maybe, maybe not. But it'll be a 67-lap affair next week at Kentucky Speedway. Luke Martin, 2-time winner on the year. And I believe Kyle Springer should still be the points leader, but that points lead is shrinking between him and Luke Martin, who appears to be the only driver capable of really charging it up through the standings right now. Tyler Black gaining a few points there as well. But I will talk no longer. Here come your official race results, and I will see you guys in 1 week's time at Kentucky Speedway.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh